Yes, guys. So, good evening and welcome back to another Arsenal match preview. This is your Arsenal taking on Newcastle Premier League match preview, and of course, predicted lineups. People, we're back in action yet again. We played a game in obviously Europe last night. We obviously lost 1-0 against Porto. I'm so gutted about that, by the way, people. I'm so upset about it, but we move. We got to bounce back now. We got to continue this good winning streak in the Premier League because we are going on a good streak when it comes to playing in the Premier League. So yeah, we got to continue this form, but still gutted about last night. People, it is what it is. We move. We've got a big game. Emirates Stadium awaits Saturday, 8 p.m. kickoff under the lights of the Emirates. Massive game against the Geordies. Arsenal against Newcastle. We're here for the match preview, guys. By the way, it's my last stream I'm doing as a 16-year-old. Tomorrow's my birthday, people. Tomorrow we turn 17. So, yeah. I might do a birthday Q&A, something like that, if I get back in, because obviously I'm going out for dinner, like, really late. So, if I get back in time, if it's like 8 p.m. or 9 p.m., and I'll probably do like a Q&A stream. But I'm live twice tomorrow anyway. I've got obviously press conference reactions to do with Arteta. And also I've got opposition preview, guys. I do have a Newcastle fan joining me tomorrow, 100% Max. I'll be on his channel and he'll be on my channel as well tomorrow. But yeah, it's last stream of me doing it as a 16-year-old man. 16. Like literally tomorrow I'm 17. It's crazy. But hit like buttons up, people. Leave your prediction down below. All your thoughts down below on what you think the score will be. Your lineups, all that stuff as well. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. Let's get right into the preview today. Big up everyone in the chat as always. Good to see everyone as always. So this, of course, we do start with the recent encounters at the Emirates against Newcastle. We go back to last season. Both teams last season, by the way, had an absolutely exceptional season, didn't they? You know, Newcastle getting Champions League football, qualifying for Champions League football. And this game on the right here, where Saka is, I think that's Murphy, it was 0-0 draw. You know, they came to the Emirates, and I remember this game so well as well. It's so frustrating. These lot came to the Emirates, and yeah, they were so physical with us. They gave us a very good game. We couldn't break them down. We couldn't take our chances. And ultimately, it ended in a 0-0 draw. And yeah, I'll tell you something now, people. That game was so frustrating. Yeah, it wasn't the greatest performance from Arsenal, but yeah, it was 0-0 at the Emirates. And I said last season they were superb. We of course this one was in a title race last season. We're still in a title race now, of course, but last season, you know, we were top of the league, flying high. And Newcastle was one of the teams that we actually dropped points to as well at the Emirates. And we didn't drop many points at the Emirates. So many teams, to be honest. I mean, only of course Southampton and Brentford, I would say, in Newcastle. But this is what I'm saying now, people. This season, if you want to win the league, we have to go on, win these games against Newcastle at the Emirates, which we didn't do last season, of course. So yeah, obviously it was 0-0 draw last season. It goes a very good game. It's very frustrating though, indeed, to watch. Now the season before that, obviously, when we finished 5th, we beat them 2-0. Now this is when they didn't have the takeover. This is when they had, I think, Steve Bruce is in charge as well. Yeah, it's when they had Steve Bruce. See where Tavares is, and we beat them 2-0. We played really well and we battered them in that game. Then obviously 2021 lockdown season, we beat them 3-0. And then we beat them 4-0. Arteta's first season as a manager. I think, yeah, Arteta's first season when he took over as a manager, we battered them 4-0. So, yeah, well, it's not something they actually scored against Arsenal in at the Emirates, man. Years ago, honestly, obviously, like we've had some crazy games. I remember like the 4-4 game. I remember the 7-3 game, of course. We batted them 7-3. The 4-4 game. I mean, we've had some fantastic games against Newcastle, haven't we? But yeah, honestly, like the last time we actually, when was the last time they actually scored a goal against Arsenal at the Emirates? Honestly, I'm struggling to remember here, people. I honestly cannot remember. Because under Emery, we beat them as well. I think it was 2-0. Yeah, under Emery, it was like 2-0. Under Wenger, we beat them in 2018. I think 1-0. Honestly, it must have been years ago. The last time they scored against us must have been years and years ago, people. So yeah, we've got a very, very good home record when it comes to playing Newcastle at the Emirates. Very good home record indeed. So that's in our favour, of course. And yeah, of course, let's hope that, of course, continues. Yeah, simple as that. So We have played them all once this season already at their home ground, and we did lose 1-0, of course, back in November. And yeah, of course, there's all that controversy at St James's Park that day where that goal should have never that goal should have never stood, and we were robbed and all this stuff. But at the end of the day, yeah, that's I 100% agree. I think that goal should have never stood. It was clearly off play um, from Willock, and I think even Willock admitted it as well in the end. So there we go. He should have never, and it's a foul on Gabriel, wasn't it? So it was never a goal. But let's not get twisted here, people. We did not deserve to win that game at St James's Park. I don't care if we were robbed, even if that was, it would have been a 0-0 draw or something like that. Yeah, we didn't do anything to suggest that we deserve to win out of that. We were very, very poor on the day against Newcastle. There's a lackluster performance. It's sort of like, yeah, just one of those games where we didn't turn up on the day, and they ended up getting the 3 points. They ended up beating us 1-0, and they take that all day long. And yeah, we just were awful that game, absolutely awful. And yeah, it was one of those ones where we just. I mean, the whole narrative was obviously about oh, Arsenal were robbed. But even if okay, we were robbed. Okay, yeah, but that one occasion where, all right, he's obviously the ball's gone out of play. It's a foul on Gabriel. Should never been a goal. Whatever. It's sort of been we sort of dropped points anyway because we were that poor. We didn't offer anything really in that game. And you had Kai Havertz liven up the St James's Park crowd as well that game. And yeah, so we've already played them once this season. We know what they are, Newcastle. Really, this is the thing. I'm going to talk about them this season. I'm going to talk about them how they've been this season as well. But yeah, they can cause you an upset, and they have caused upsets in the past. Like we go back to last season, of course, when we actually beat them 2-0 at St James's, didn't we as well? Oh, and then we drew at the Emirates. Season before that, then when we beat them 2-0, but then they beat us 2-0 as well. So it's kind of like, it's one of those games really. You don't really know how it's going to really go because you don't know what side Newcastle will turn up, as well as like what Arsenal side will turn up. But look, as I said, going back to the record, we have a very good record when it comes to the Emirates Stadium, that's for sure. So, yeah, let's move on, guys. We're going to be talking about them this season, of course. Yeah, they've been so inconsistent, man. And yes, and we're going to go for the team news in just a second, guys, right? But they've been so inconsistent. You just don't know what Newcastle side will turn up this season. They currently do sit eighth in the Premier League. Of course, had a superb season. I think they are. I mean, they're a point behind Brighton, so they can still get European football. Newcastle, they can still get whether that be Conference League or whether it will be Europa League. They can still push for European football. They're not getting Champions League by any means again necessary. But after the season they had last season, right, qualifying for Champions League, I think did they finish third last season, or was it United? No, I swear they finished third. No, 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 they finished fourth, didn't they? Yeah, yeah, yeah. They dropped off towards the end, didn't they? Yeah. So they finished fourth last season, but they still got Champions League football, right? Um, so that was massive for them. And obviously, I I had a funny feeling that Champions League football would affect them this season. And it did. And it certainly did. I mean, they was in the group of death. I kind of felt bad a little bit for them. They was in the group of death, and they, finished rock bottom and got knocked out completely. But they put up some good fights. Like you just want to say Newcastle, they can go and beat PSG, like smash them like 4-1, whatever it was. Yeah. But then they can go and lose. I mean, I've watched them a few times this season against Nottingham Forest, for example. At St James's Park, they got battered 3-1 or 3-0, whatever it was. Chris Wood scored a hat trick. Yeah, 3-1. Chris Wood scored a hat trick. Like these types of games, and then they can go and put in a good performance against Arsenal and beat Arsenal, beat PSG, but then go and lose to teams like Nottingham Forest. Get battered by Brighton. I remember the start of the season when Evan Ferguson scored a hat trick against these lot. I mean, even against like Luton Town this season, Newcastle, they dropped points there. That crazy 4-4 game. So they've been very inconsistent this season, Newcastle under Eddie Howe, of course. Look, they can still get European football, and I had a funny feeling, and I know a lot's gone out of their favour this season. The likes of all the injuries that and we'll go through all the injuries that they do have because they're missing quite a few players for this game as well. But yeah, I had a funny feeling like with you know the injuries, with the fact how they got Champions League. When you always have Champions League, it always is going to affect you in some way. European when you always European football will always affect your Premier League season in some other way, especially for a club like Newcastle, right? So yeah, I think they've struggled with that a lot. Um, they're still in a decent position though. They're still in a decent. Having said that, I mean they've lost 10 games this season. They've lost the same amount of Chelsea. Chelsea are literally 2 points behind Newcastle now. So they've had a very inconsistent season, man. And if I just look at some of the matches, obviously, I mean, they drew Bournemouth, didn't they? That 2-2 game. They didn't play well in that one. They scraped against a win against Nottingham Forest away. They obviously drew with Luton. They got a good win against Emery's Villa. They are still in the FA Cup, guys. They did beat Fulham. They put up a good fight against Man City, to be fair, at St James's. Obviously, they lost to Liverpool 4-2. They got battered, to be fair. Obviously, they got battered by Nottingham Forest. They lost to Luton Town, even away from home, didn't they? That 1-0 game. They got knocked out by Chelsea in the Carabao Cup, as we know. They got battered by Tottenham. They got battered by Everton. They lost to Bournemouth at the start of the season 2-0. And then they somehow beat us. Is what I'm saying, man. This is like they drew a Wolves, they drew a West Ham, and then they got battered, and they got battered by Brighton when Ferguson scored a hat trick. It's just been so hit and miss for them this season, man. Newcastle, so hit and miss for them this season. So don't get it twisted, man. This is going to be a very tough game. Yeah, it's gonna be a very tough game, and we are gonna go through. I'm gonna get up the team news in just a minute, but yeah, we're gonna go through all their key players and all that stuff in just a second, guys, as well. But this will be a tough game. They're gonna come to the Emirates. I feel like they're gonna play very similar to how they played last season against us in that 0-0 game at the Emirates. I don't know why. I've just got a feeling where they're gonna make it very frustrating for us. It's gonna be they're gonna try and give us a battle. They're trying to be physical with us. Yeah, we're gonna dominate in every aspect. I reckon. I feel like possession wise, we will dominate. I feel like, I feel like possession wise, we will dominate. I feel like everything like that, really. Chances, we will get plenty of chances against these lot, but it's about whether we'll take them or not. And I do see us getting back to winning ways for this one. I really in terms of after yesterday, I'm talking about, because obviously we've been on fire, haven't we? In the Premier League, we've been 21 goals in 5 games in the Premier League. Like 11 goals in the past 2 games in the Premier League. Like we've been on fire when it comes to playing in the Premier League recently. So yeah. But anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. We're gonna go to their key players to watch. So I've highlighted 3. Now the middle one, people, I don't think he'll be fit, and that's a blessing for us if he's not available. But yeah, these 3, obviously, me, I pick out 3 players I think we should watch out for. I think is their key players. So Sven Botman, centre back, of course, the Dutch centre back. He's been up there for a few years now with them. I feel like he's a very, very solid defender indeed, and yeah, definitely someone to keep an eye on. He's not been at his best this season, but I still think he's a quality defender, quality centre back. Yeah, so he's gonna go. I'll put him in there. Isaac, of course, on fire this season. Double digits. He scored goals this season. Unbelievable player. All round superb player, man. Very, very skillful. Very, very quick as well. Guy's rapid, and yeah, he's a baller. And he's injured though. We don't know yet. We don't know. We have to wait and see what happens in whether Eddie Howe does his press conference and see what he says about Isaac. But if he's fit, he's dangerous for Arsenal. He's a danger man for them. If he's fit, he is absolutely quality, a superb player, and a player we've got to watch out for. And of course, Bruno Guimaraes, of course. I wish we signed him, really. That's how good the guy is. I'll take him now, personally. I actually take him now still. Like, I feel like, obviously, like when he was at Lyon, I remember this guy at Lyon, and he was superb, man. There, and that's when I wish we signed him, and he went to Newcastle. Great signing for them. But yeah, this guy, is a very, very good player indeed. Very, very good player indeed. And as I said, I'll happily take him uh, at Arsenal right now. So yeah, I feel like he's a great, great, great player, man. So those are like the main three. I mean, I try to. There'll probably be a few more on there, but they have so many injuries. Is insane, people. So let's actually talk about the injuries, people. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna get the injury news up. So team news will be next. So yeah, let's go into the team news now because Newcastle stacked with injuries, people. And to be honest, they have been all season, of course. They have been all season. So let's go through this. So team news then. So we've got, of course, Sandro Tonali still suspended, as we know. Nick Pope with that massive injury. He's out until April 2024. He's not back till April for them. He's out for another 2 months. You got Matt Target. He's got a hamstring injury. He's out mid. Well, he'll be back end of March. Joe Willock, former Arsenal player, doubtful. Could be possibly back. Could make a return. Maybe on the bench for them against us. Joe Linton out for pretty much the whole season with a thigh injury. Massive miss for them. Anderson, back injury, not back until March. Callum Wilson, massive, massive miss for Callum Wilson. Not back to the end of this, out for the whole season, pretty much. That's his season done. So Callum Wilson is out for them. And then Isaac with a groin injury, doubtful, but could be back. So they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 key players, 8 big players, 8 regulars out for Newcastle. And they've been like that for pretty much the whole entire season. As for Arsenal, Thomas Partey back in full training, should be available. Don't get your hopes up, people. We said this against Liverpool, and then he was out for another 3 weeks. Let's just wait and see. I'll believe it until I see his name on the team sheet. Come 7 p.m. on Saturday. Tomiyasu has a knock. Apparently, has a little injury. Should be back for this game. Julian Timber still out until March. Gabriel Jesus, knee injury. Same problem again with his knee injury. Doubtful for the game. Alexander Zinchenko, again, doubtful for the game due to the calf injury. So we pretty much have all the players out. I mean, we have Smith Rowe should be back for this game. I don't know why he didn't play against Porto, by the way. But Smith Rowe should be back for this game. Who else? Of course, Fabio Vieira is back. He was on a bench against Porto. So yeah, the players who are out injured, they should be back now there. And yeah, so pretty much Partey is back in full training. Again, don't get your hopes up, people. I doubt he even play really. I mean, he said he's back in full training when we played against Liverpool, and look what happened. He was out for another 2-3 weeks. So yeah, hopefully he's back. But again, I want to get our hopes up yet, people. But yeah, Newcastle missing some big players as well. That is a team news. So let's get into the Arsenal side of things, people. This is my predicted lineup. What I've gone with for me. So Ryan goal. And I've seen so many people, as soon as he makes one little mistake, and yes, like I agree, like David Raya, his position was poor. He could have done a lot better with our goal yesterday against Porto. Yeah, but I don't see anyone saying drop Martinelli after he was the guy who actually made the pass. Anyway, I'm not getting into that. The point is, Raya goes in goal for me. He's going to be staying in goal. Yeah, as simple as that. He's Arsenal number 1. He's going in goal. All right. Arteta will not change it. Raya will be the goalkeeper, and I'm happy with it. Raya in goal for me, people. I've done this based off injuries as well, and players who are doubtful. I've not included the players that are doubtful for this game. Otherwise, it would change around a little bit. But this is just players who I'm going to presume that are injured. This is what I would go with, just for this game against Newcastle. So, yeah, Ryan goal for me. Obviously, the back four, Ben White right back. Of course, 2 centre backs, Saliba and Gabriel. Simple as that. Left back Kivior. Now he's been playing really well in the Premier League. All right, he's been playing superbly in the Premier League. Having said that, people, yesterday was not good. Now I don't know if Tomiyasu is back, he goes left back. If Zinchenko's back, he goes left back. If not, you keep Kivior there, of course. I mean, we're gonna have to keep him there. Don't get twisted. I've praised this guy a lot. I've praised this guy a lot. His recent performances in the Premier League justify why he should be starting, I think. But as I said, like if someone like Tomiyasu is back, I think he goes in there. If not, you keep Kivior there. But based on what I'm hearing right now and the news with the injuries, I don't think Tomiyasu or Zinchenko will be back. So Kivior will go there, left back. Midfield, Odegaard, of course, Declan Rice, and I've gone Smith Rowe, man. I've gone Smith Rowe. I have no idea why he was not in our squad against Porto. That's a bit strange there. I've not heard any injury news about Smith Rowe. I know he had an ankle injury, but he was back on that bench, wasn't he, the other day? So I don't know why. I don't know why he's obviously not been selected in the Champions League squad. I'm not entirely sure there. But anyway, yeah. Smith Rowe goes in for me. I feel like we're going to need creativity for this game. I feel like Newcastle will. It's going to be hard for us to break Newcastle down. It's going to take a goal for me to really open up the game, and then we can go all guns blazing and get 2-3, hopefully. So I feel like we need that creativity in there with Smith Rowe. I will start. I don't see him. I personally see him going Havertz again. I see Arteta going unchanged again. You know, I honestly see Arteta going unchanged from the yesterday's game and from what we've been playing. I see him going with Havertz in the left-handed mid role with Rice and Odegaard. But this is what I would do. I'll go Smith Rowe, Rice and Odegaard in there. I just feel like we're going to need creativity. Look, Fabio Vieira's back. I don't know, guys. Would you like to see Fabio Vieira start this game? Of course, we splashed 35 mil for this guy. He's just came back. He's so injury prone, but he's came back from injury. He's fully fit now. Would you want to see Fabio Vieira start? Someone like Jorginho. I mean, I know a lot of people said Jorginho, and I was one of them, should have started yesterday. And obviously you got Kai Havertz there as well. And obviously Partey is Partey. I don't think he'll be back yet. So yeah, Smith Rowe goes in there for me. Then the front three, it's the same front three as always. It seems like the past couple of games. Saka on the right, Gabriel Martinelli on the left. He needs to step up, and Trossard, false 9. Yeah, simple as that, really. That is the front three. I mean, Jesus again is very doubtful with knee injury. I'm not playing Edin Nketiah, so that is what the front three needs to be for me. I've always said it. I say every single stream. It seems like people, right? I've always said, like, why can't Arteta switch them around? Switch Martinelli and Trossard around. Like, Trossard's good in the false 9, but he's also good. He's also good on the win as well. He's also very good playing on the win. So I mean, Martinelli played down the middle when we first signed him, and he was balling. Man was balling, man. He was absolutely balling. So I want to see Arteta do that, but I don't think he ever will. I feel like he's going to stick to what he does, really. Is play Trossard's false 9 and play Martinelli down on the left. But I just want to see him try something different, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, that is my lineup, guys. Let me know what you think about my lineup. Let me know what you think. Do you agree with it? Any positions you do disagree with? I said, our basis of it injuries, yeah. If we got our doubtful players back and they're fully fit, like Tomiyasu, likes of Jesus and Zinchenko, then my lineup would be as follows: it'd be Ryan Gold, it'd be White, Saliba, Gabriel, it'd be Zinchenko left back. Yeah, for this type of game, I'll go Zinchenko left back. It'll be Odegaard, Rice, Partey. I can't believe we've never seen that midfield yet, have we? Like once before, but yeah. Let's just hope we see that again. But yeah, we Odegaard. If this is, based on players who are back fully fit, yeah. Just in hindsight, just say this is why I've gone with this, because I don't think they'll be back. But say if they are, this is what my lineup will be: Odegaard, Rice, Partey, and then the front three would be Saka, Trossard, and Martinelli. I think the front three says the same for me. I get when people say, "Oh, we missed Jesus yesterday." I do get that, but I still think Trossard deserves to start this game, especially how he's been playing in the Premier League. So yeah, he's going to go there, and that is the. And let's hope our bench is a bit more stronger than it was yesterday, people. Yeah, because that bench was horrific yesterday. Yeah, we had a few youngsters on there like Nanwari and James Sweets and like who's the other guy, Heaven, whatever his name is. But when we needed a goal, like or like a game changer, we had to put on Jorginho. That was our only sub. It's quite crazy. But that's my lineup, people. Let's get into the score prediction. There it is. I've gone confident, man. I've gone clean sheet as well. You know, I still think Newcastle will not score against us. I still can't remember the last time they scored against us at the Emirates. It's been years and years and years the last time they scored against us at the Emirates. So, yeah, I'm remaining confident. I'm remaining positive. I think this good streak in the Premier League will continue. I'm going Arsenal 2, Newcastle 0. 2-0 home win for the Gunners. And yeah, I feel like we'll get the job done. Goal scorers, guys. You know, you've heard it here first. Goal scorers, yeah. We're gonna go with Odegaard to score. I'm gonna go with Trossard to score as well. 2-0 win. Yeah, look, I'm not underestimating Newcastle by any means. I feel like they're gonna give us a really good game. In fact, it's gonna be a battle. It's gonna be a tough game. It's gonna be a physical game. It's gonna be a frustrating game. I think. I think we just take. I think if we get the first goal early, open up the game. That first goal will open up the game for us. But yeah, I mean, do I really see them playing the sort of the low block tactic? I don't know. I feel like they got some players who can hurt us. You know, they've got the likes of well, without the injuries, if Isaac is there, you got a horse Isaac, you got Almiron, you've got Harvey Barnes, you've got Anthony Gordon, who scored against us last time. You know, so Bruno Guimaraes as well in the midfield. You know, they have players there who can cause some issues. I just got a feeling they're going to play very similar to how they played last season, that 0-0 game. When they came to Emirates, they didn't even give a fuck. Sorry for my language, but they didn't give a damn, people. Yeah, they literally came there and just tried to bully us around and try and just they won a physical battle. Hence why they got a draw out of it. Yeah, I feel like that's what they're going to try and do again. And I feel like we will get chances, which we did last season, but we never took our chances last season. This time around, you know, we have to take our chances. Have to take the chances this time around. This is a massive game, guys. If I quickly look at the Premier League table right now, people, yeah. Let me quickly take a look at the Premier League table. Let's have a look. Premier League table. So Liverpool now are currently 5 points clear. Yes, we have a game in hand, this game against Newcastle, but they're currently 5 points clear on 60 points. All right, they're 5 points clear ahead of Arsenal right now. Man City got above us. How's goal difference looking? Where's goal difference? Liverpool now have more goal difference than us as well. We've still got a bit more than Man City, but Liverpool still have more goal difference now than we do. So yeah, we're 1 point off of City, but we're 5 points off of Liverpool, man. 5 points off of Liverpool. It's crazy. And I know we do have a game in hands. We win this game, we go 2 behind them. The title's on. But if now the pressure is on us, now the eyes are on Arsenal. Now the eyes are on Arsenal right now. Because one slip up, yeah, even a draw is not good enough. I'm sorry, even a point's not good enough for me. Because then we'd be 4 behind them. That's not good enough. Obviously, a loss would be atrocious, people. It'd be horrendous. So one little slip up here could be over, honestly. Honestly, it could be over, people. One little slip up, I'm talking about. You know, so yeah, I mean, pressure's on Arsenal to deliver. Pressure on Arsenal to get the 3 points. I think we will get the 3 points. I think it'll be comfortable. And I'm going to go with a 2-0 Arsenal win. I think we control the game as always, have the most possession, and we will pit them apart and we will score. For me, that opening goal will open up the game and we can go and get 2 and 3, hopefully. So I'm gonna go 2-0, guys. Let me know your predictions down below. Before I do get out of it, let me just say big up to everyone in the chat as always. Big up man Plasma, absolute legend, absolute real one. We'll bounce back. Come on, you Gunners. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I think we will bounce back. 100%. 100%, bro. I'm still gutted. I'm still disappointed. After last night's game against Porto, but yeah, I feel like it's time to bounce back, and I feel like we will bounce back. Yeah, I feel like we will bounce back. So yeah, I'm going 2-0, man. I'm going 2-0, and yeah, come on, you Gunners every single time. Come on, man. This is big game. We're gonna bounce back. You already know. Big up my brother from Belgium as every single time. Hope you're doing well, my bro. Thank you very much for tuning in as always. Big up to Saliba as well. Hope you're doing well, Saliba. Absolute real one. We'll bounce back. Yeah, I think everyone agrees, man. We'll bounce back. Big up to Jordan as well. Hope you're good, Jordan. Big up to Ryan City Go. Yes, Ryan. He's gone 3-1. 3-1. He's gone with Arsenal. Yeah, man. Big game for City. You guys have got obviously got Bournemouth, don't you? Yeah, you guys are playing Bournemouth. So yeah, big game for City as well. Bournemouth away. Who knows what could happen there? No, I think you'll win, Ryan. Yeah, you know what? I do see you winning the game, Ryan. You know, I think I went 4-1 in my predictions, didn't I? Yeah, I literally went 4-1 to Sete. So yeah, there we go, Ryan. It's a big game for you lot, of course, against Bournemouth. 2-1 to Arsenal. I think Newcastle finish 8th or 7th. Yeah, I think they'll finish. I reckon they get Conference League. They certainly ain't getting Champions League, and they certainly ain't getting. Well, they might get Europa League. They might. I mean, they're quite a few points behind Man United now, to be fair. So probably not. Wait, is fifth Champions League spot this season as well? I don't think it is. I think England is. I think the Premier League's losing to La Liga and Serie A in as the fifth. For that fifth spot. So yeah, I don't think fifth place is available. That's mad. But yeah, I reckon they finished around there as well. Really, they've been so inconsistent this season, though. It's quite mad. Arsenal, Newcastle have a lot of injuries. Yeah, man. The thing is, Newcastle have had injuries throughout the whole season. It seems like, doesn't it? And sort of they can use that as a little an excuse for why they've not been at the best that they were than how well they were last season because they haven't got their full squad back. But I don't know, man. I don't know. It's they've still got some good players there, even with their injuries. Good lineup. Big up to you, man. Smith Rowe slash Jorginho for me. Yeah, I mean, just go back to my lineup, guys. It'll be interesting to see what he does because we in this midfield position now, we're gonna have Smith Rowe back. We're gonna have Havertz there. We're gonna have Jorginho there available. Vieira's back there. Would it surprise me if it goes something like Fabio Vieira? Partey, please come back, Partey. Partey's very questionable. I don't know what's going on with Thomas Partey, but we're gonna have these players back. So I've got Smith Rowe personally. I just feel like you just need that creativity, man. In this type of game, you just need this creativity in these types of games. So that's why I've gone with Smith Rowe. Yeah, that's why I've gone with Smith Rowe because you're gonna need this sort of like creativity in this type of game. So yeah, we'll go Smith Rowe for me. But yeah, I mean, I'll drop Havertz personally. I'm confident Man City will be born from Saturday. I think you guys will as well, man. Yeah, I think you guys will as well, man. I mean, I don't see you dropping points to Bournemouth. I mean, you already dropped points to Chelsea and you bounced back against Brentford. Like it was a tough place to go to. Against Brentford, but you lot got the job done at the end of the day. You lot got the job done. So yeah, I don't see you dropping points to Bournemouth. Liverpool 4 points. Yeah, so they're 4 points clear of City and they're 5 points clear of Arsenal. So look, the pressure's on us, Ryan, man. If we want to catch this Liverpool side who are just keeping it consistent, I thought Luton was going to do something yesterday. Honestly, I thought Luton was going to do something. Yesterday because they went 1-0 up, and then Liverpool ended up battering them 4-1, wasn't it? And yeah, Liverpool got injuries as well. No more Alisson. Jota's out for I think the whole rest of the season, pretty much. So it's gonna be a mad. It's gonna be a mad title race, man. It's gonna be a mad title race. I said it like solid. Well, not. I said it as it's been going on. Really, like this title race for me is gonna come down to the wire. Honestly, it will honestly come back. It will honestly come down to uh to the wire, people. 100%. But yeah, that is my preview done, guys. That is a preview done. Let me know what you guys think. Score prediction wise, if you're watching on playback, lineups as well. Let me know, people, what you think Arteta will go with. But yeah, that is me done, guys. Obviously, go and check out. Make sure you go and check out my other video I did today as well. We did tactical analysis on the Porto game. I'll quickly put it in the chat so you guys can come and watch it if you haven't already. Let me just quickly put this in the chat for you lot. So yeah, click this link here, people, and it'll take you straight to my tactical analysis show I just did earlier today, where we spoke about how Porto beat us. We basically dissected the whole game in general, go through the tactics and all that stuff, and talking about the goals as well. If you want to hear my thoughts on the goal, which Porto scored today, so yesterday, then make sure you go and watch this video right here, guys. And if you haven't already, hit like button on this one, guys. I'll be back, of course, tomorrow. My birthday tomorrow, people. 17 years old tomorrow. Crazy. So yeah, we will be there. We will be there, and we will be live 3 times tomorrow, people. Should be either 2 or 3 times. So obviously, Arteta does his press conference tomorrow, so we'll be live for that one. Then obviously we'll be live with a Newcastle fan because we're gonna be doing opposition preview with 100% mags. So that'll be 2:30 tomorrow, guys. So stay tuned for that one. And yeah, and then possibly there could be a Q&A stream, birthday Q&A stream. That'll be probably at 8 p.m. UK time, probably around this time. So yeah, birthday tomorrow, people. Let's hope Arsenal don't ruin it by losing to Newcastle on Saturday. I was meant to go to this game as well, man. I'm gutted. I could never go. And it's so hard to get tickets, man. I'm telling you something now. It's so like I'm a member, yeah, with Arsenal. And yet last season it was so easy to get tickets. No, even last season was hard, but I managed to get to a few games last season. Yeah, um, obviously I went to the Chelsea game when we beat them 3-1, and I fucking vlogged it. What was the other one I went to? What was the other one I went to last season? I went Chelsea 3-1, and I went, I think, Brighton when we lost 3-0. Yeah. So I managed to get it through, and last season was a nightmare. But this season, I'm telling you right now, with this whole ballot system, it is an absolute disgrace, people. Yeah, this whole ballot system has made it like it's made it worse. Last season was bad, but this season's worse. I was lucky I was able to get to the West Ham game away from home at London Stadium. Yeah, but I was meant to go to this game. I was looking. It's my birthday and everything. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to this game, and then didn't get through on the ballot because I ain't gonna get demonetized, man. But it really annoys me, man. They need to sort something out. They really need to fix it. They seriously need to fix this ballot system because it's very, very frustrating indeed, people. I just realized now I've got up the membership because obviously I'm 17 tomorrow, so I'm no longer gonna be a junior gunner, man. I'm no longer gonna be a junior gunner. I'm gonna be like a Red Cannon member or something. So let's hope I get a better chance of getting more tickets now. Good evening, Stu, my brother. Thank you very much for your continued support as well. And yeah, thank you very much, man. Really do appreciate that. I will be live tomorrow. We'll be doing probably like a Q&A birthday stream or whatever. So we'll talk about we talk about football, we talk about everything really in general. It doesn't have to be football, related. I just answer some questions. I'll probably get a panel on as well, so we just talk whatever we want really. Just have a chill stream, man. Because why not? 17 years old tomorrow, man. Crazy. Can't believe it. Time flies, people. I'm telling you, time really does fly. But yeah, guys, thank you everyone who tuned in today as well. Really appreciate you guys' support. I will be back, of course, tomorrow. As I said, press conference reaction tomorrow, opposition preview tomorrow as well, and birthday Q&A stream as well. Stay tuned for that one, people. It should be lit. Good evening to everyone as well. Thanks everyone who tuned in. And yes, Arsenal, do not lose to Newcastle. Get back to winning ways. Let's bounce back. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next one. Ciao, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening.